Like, he's the dedicated minigunner on his team because they have set plays matched around it. He's the retake. So we are launching the bus. Guys, we're getting into the first game here at the Twitch Rivals Finals.
We've loaded into the V-Buck bus. Be sure to thank the driver. Also, you won't have any good luck dropping into the games. That's what I've discovered. If I don't thank the bus driver, I just die.
I love the tension in this music here.
Dude. Because this is the finals. This is the finals right here.
It's the finals and everything matters. And Booga, Symphony, and Nick A30 are already going to Gotham.
Straight to Gotham.
No surprise there. Nick loves Gotham, Tilted Town. He sticks to this side of the map. He rotates out almost perfectly. He knows this side. 3 llamas, by the way, in this area. That's going to pay off really well.
Also,
2 teams at retail. Moisty Palms. Pretty much uncontested. Loot Lake also looks like it. I think Northwest is having a field day in terms of split possibilities here. Basically, 2 teams up there. Booga, Symphony, and Nick A30. They did back off and go to Shifty Shafts. I did see one miscolored arrow there. So 1 player in the vicinity, possibly somebody who's splitting.
We'll see how that plays out. But again, these servers, 90 players in the server, so there is a little bit of breathing room for landing and getting comfortable with your gear. You're going to notice that teams are not all going to have crazy contention off the bat. They're going to have a little bit of breathing room. But unlike the previous qualifiers in the waves, every team's a scary one here today.
Well,
was it the Geriatric Gamers Society that Courage JG started for him?
Oh, gosh. That was the World Cup joke.
That was so good.
That was that summer block party.
The whole trailer, that was a great time.
Oh,
that was pretty crazy.
Oh, yeah, it was the summer block party.
Well, regardless, I think we'll see. There's a fight here from Stretch and Clarity G. They're landing at Lonely Lodge, which is very interesting, though, here. Exoff, Sharpshooter, and Aguilar. This is 2 teams that qualified out of the heats. They already took out Stretch, so they're off to a good start. Against Chippy and Clarity G now to find and get the wall. And I think that's Clarity. So that's unfortunate for this team. No, all completely out of it. Easy wipe for them. Not even really taking a shot.
That was a quick wipe. And you look at the loot there, there just wasn't much to even pick up from them either. So begs the question, Lonely Lodge did not treat them right. They must have landed back at the racetrack, rotated straight up or out of retail. Caught them slipping as they had the knock and lead here. We might be seeing another fight. This is the teams that went through the heats are not playing games right now. Macwa jumps down with the heavy sniper to take the wall here, and it pays off. He gets a couple shots. I mean, that's enough to be okay from Storm Surge, right?
Yeah, he's up.
The question is, do you want to finish this battle? Looks like they're fully committed here, Balla.
So they're fully committed and trying to knock it down. Oh, he gets him in the box, trying to get the trap off. Yes, he does, but he's on the other side of the box now. Can he get in? No. He's just going to box out, and now it's both sides. The shockwave.
That's a great shockwave, though. It's going to keep him at least. Oh, I thought it would have kept him alive for a little bit there.
All right, Zexro, you hit that 1v3 that everybody remembers against Cloak 72 Hours and Tifu. Can he hit it again now? I don't think so. The HP on this completely different for Ezzy and company. He's going to try to play very slow.
Oh, nice shot.
Shot, though. It's already off to a good start for Zexro.
Remember that shockwave and hit from Macwood was something to kind of cause a little bit of disruption here. Trying to hit the W, but no, the double tap sub. Nothing you can do there. As another team that qualified through the waves for elims, by the way, pushes on through.
And action all the way everywhere. Nickmercs, Cypher, PK, and Nate Hill now on to Mr. Savage, King, Richard, and Rojo.
Mr. Savage gets Cypher a big pump to the face right there for overpressuring at his box. Now it's Nickmercs who's got the perch up here. He's getting pressure from the high ground right now. Trying to make a little edit. Down he goes.
And this fight is so important here because this is position that's going to grant them a free rotation in the next zone, because if they lose this, if they win this position, they can just jump into the pressure plant.
They're 5 below. They actually need to finish this battle right now. The zone's closing. This is even more pressure on their back right now. The time is now. Can they make a big hit? They, as a team, have to deal out some damage right now.
This is such an
It's
early
active.
storm surge. This is active, and it's not going to stop for 8 players. I think
They're all
every
under
single
it.
one of them are under the threshold. No, okay, Mr. Savage is above it.
I was building up.
And we'll see. Don't want to give anything
I'm
away
alone right now. I
about
gotta
everybody
get down.
else's thresholds right now because it could matter in this fight. Sap, in the meantime, taking out Pika in the feed. We're going to continue on this fight now. Nickmercs, unfortunately,
On my box.
is getting
He's
in trouble.
Nate Hill's one below.
We need tags. We need go shit. Go shit.
Just got to get one. They do get it.
Nice
They got
job.
to stay above in the
We're in
meantime.
the metal. Yeah.
The comms there were not good enough as the pressure comes in and Cypher eats another pump. He goes down. Nate Hill's not looking too good here. He's trying to hold this wall. The pressure, you can see the shot piercing through too, so definitely time to move around. Uses a shockwave, only gets straight across. He's in enemy territory.
It's so fucking laggy,
It
bro.
almost really caught him by surprise, too. That was very scary for the opposing player. I think that might be Mr. Savage. I think that might be his wall, too. Possibly. He's got a shockwave out of here, though. Give it up.
Much pressure.
My opinion, yes. They could chase here, though, because they know his status in terms of HP. They could be right on top of him.
He does find himself to the zone.
Storm
Hey, it's
Surge
just
has
Storm Surge.
deactivated now.
And Nick
And
can't
the
even do
calm
anything.
has happened. Everybody's starting to slow
2v3
down.
basically.
And from what we can tell, Savage,
It's all good.
King Richard, they're still up. They're all still up. I don't think we've seen any exchanges there. The top of that plus plan is theirs. Means they get to the
Honestly,
next free rotation to anywhere on the
chilling.
map. They can do it at last second. They can do it early and claim something nice.
The zone not favoring them, though. We did get a peek at the third zone. Not too far from pressure plant. But you want to keep the elevation on this huge hill because it isn't that, like, hard to get up. But when there are so many players up above, it's like the best angles in the game. And, of course, grabbing the best angle in the game right now, it looks like on the map, is Tfue. You never see him not have this. He is one of the best positional players in the game.
Paired up with Parpy. Parpy has been fire on the scene lately, making big plays for himself here.
Beaming these idiots, dude.
I think he might be the player who has traveled the farthest,
Oh, without a
Was
doubt.
that a solo on my marker?
all the way from New Zealand.
Oh, you know who he just marked right there in the box.
Yeah.
It's Nate Hill.
I'm not going to say anything,
no.
but here comes a shot, and the pressure's
No.
in. And off he goes.
That's a solo, bro. It has to be.
There's the choice.
Yo,
It's
if
a
the
solo.
doubles
Do
are
we
there,
go
like,
for it?
He's getting pushed, I think.
And there's another
Watch out,
team
watch
on the
out.
other side, so unfortunately for Nate Hill, it is a rough position.
These guys are pushing him. He's dead.
There goes the loot.
It's Rojo picks him up too, so finally that
We can wrap
full trio
northeast,
gets wiped by
right
Mr.
in.
Savage
We
and
wanna
company.
take, like, here, I think.
And there, the next zone gets revealed. Tfue gives us a little bit
Yeah,
of a
that
preview
is.
of it. It's up
That team is
north.
fucking
They've got to
over there,
move,
though.
but they have the
Both
hill
these guys.
as their advantage here again. They can move up on the side.
Being that we can walk
Very
right
difficult
in.
for the players down below them to really get angles up the hill.
And I love the call out. Tfue's like, this team is stacked now because all that loot just landed on them. No one's in that area. They have all this space
I
to
said we
themselves,
wrap right now.
but they still think this is the best
Hey, walk it,
rotation.
walk
So
it,
we'll
follow
see
me,
how
follow me,
successful this push is going to be. Cut across right here. So they want to avoid as many players as possible. Nick 830, Bugga, Symphony, poised up on the mountain next to Symmetrical. We know they push you through the waves.
Dubs, Mega, and AJ doing exactly what they were doing in the qualifiers. Just, woo, sup, boys? We got a bubble on a hoverboard.
Yeah, I don't have
That
AR
is
for
the
this.
play.
It works. Don't change if
28,
it ain't
Nick, you have
broke.
66.
We'll see
Give me,
now, though.
yeah. Can you shot me a little bit?
Quite
I'm
a
28 with
shambles
a
loot.
green AR.
Yep.
This is rough
Okay,
here.
Terrible, especially
Don't
in
even need them,
ammo,
I'll take it.
Oh,
ammunition.
no. That was their split, by the way.
Try to conserve only for like
53.
storm surge tags, I guess. Unless it's Rico.
Out of
Yep.
Gotham City is
Just
pretty.
guiding above.
Oh no,
Probably
sorry,
gonna
they didn't land
northeast.
Gotham. They landed
They
towards
went
Shifty.
Shifty.
And then they must have had that fight that became a stalemate. Clearly, they
There's
don't have
probably
any
going to be teams southwest that
eliminations.
need to rotate in, or maybe even down by the lagoon.
I'm curious.
So
They must have wasted all their ammo
They
on
could get
storm surge
outguarded.
tags.
Even materials, you can tell. Mobility must have been pretty rough so
Okay, nice.
far.
We're-
Sacrificing a lot.
One of the things that Booga loes to do is, play in that shambles position and just grab, an impact elimination. Just get a frag in the fifth circle and half in, half out, and just move from there because you get so much value out of those fights.
Over here with one of our French squads. Watching with Kotaga.
Parkers and Keolis teaming up with Gotaga. Oh,
No, that explode breaks right through. That's really going to hurt him right here now. And he does have some bandages, so he will be okay to heal up. His team is still very healthy as well. There it is. They divvy out some slurp juice. Allow him to bounce back. Shots are piercing through from every direction right now, though. He really has to throw up that ramp. There it is.
It's going to be difficult to get out of this. They're just trying to back up and make themselves small enough that they don't, you know, attract any more attention from the rest of the server. Of course, Hawkers and Keolis, longtime trio members, and one of the best in EU, actually. When you tuned into like a Benji Fishy, Mitro, and Mongrel stream, you'd always see Benji calling out where he can see them because he was so, you know, he wasn't necessarily afraid of them, but he was keeping track of them. They're under Storm Surge now, though. At least it looks
Edgy,
like Edgy is.
scented under Storm Surge right now, as is Gotaga and Hawkers, I believe, right there. The blasts are coming through. I saw Scatch go down.
Oh, they're trying to
The
tank
squad
it, too.
also one below.
Oh,
no!
It's Cloakzy who gets him, too. He got the tag, and obviously that was a fall damage elimination, but I think he might be done for if Sean and Aydan can't get down there. I'm surprised nobody's noticed yet.
Just missed the grapnel.
We're gonna grapple together. Yeah, both of them.
That means he's out of the running here with only 3 seconds left. This rotation is going to have to happen. They can't even save him. No one knows he's down there. He's safe and sound. But the storm does 2 tick right now.
It's moving, though. No chance.
And it's going to move. Yeah, it's going to do 5 tick, actually, if that was a scenario.
Use as many as you need. Use as many as you need.
I love that Sean has labeled himself as Ghost Aydan's duo.
Don't forget, this is a slow glide here as they cut across the field. So lucky for them, they do not get targeted at all. As everyone's so focused on, you know, moving across themselves here. Monster, J-Truth, Tim the Tatman still in the running down the low ground. Dubs, Mega still in the running as well. Looks like Tim's under some serious fire right now, though.
Come on, Tim!
Backing up here. He still has a shot. Can he get out, though? Plenty of mobility here. Lots of plays to make.
He could, as long as he survives this squad fire from across the way, he can continue on in terms of placement.
I don't want to go up.
Cloakzy's on the complete other side of the radar.
There goes the attack sub, SMG focus. The fire rate too high, but it's Dubs who catches the Elim right there.
Man, Cloakzy is in a great spot here. He's got the zone favor on his back and up a little bit on mid-ground. He's by himself, though, now. Has only, basically, oh, he has the grapnel gun. I did not spot that. He only has 1 shockwave. Oh, my goodness, that is a great position for Parpy, Flyer, and Tifu. We talked about Cloakzy's spot. They're up above him, and they've got zone on their back, too. So I don't know how they continuously do this, but they've got the favor. They've got the luck on their side.
He knows these teams have to cut across here. All he needs is a couple of tags, make the zone do the hard work for him. Storm Surge is in effect right now. I think it has to drop down to 30 players, by the way, so lots of teams are going to be under focus here. Great shots coming in from Tifu. They connect a little bit. They're safe and sound from Storm Surge. Shouldn't be any much of a problem here. Remember, when you're up high this early, it's going to cost a lot to start cutting across. If they don't start dealing damage to everyone, they're going to lose the pressure.
Very true. This place is a bouncer, but he does use that to get across, and I think they're not going to. Oh, he's going for it. Parpy has it, actually, on the other side. This is what I'm talking about. Getting high ground to the 5th zone and just cutting across in that building. Just like you said, not wasting the material. This is a great position here for Tifu and Parpy.
Now down comes the shots here. He's not going to connect, though. And this is getting more and more intense. Courage is still in the running right here. 40R Storm still in the running as well. Take a look at Kuro still there. Here's Mega losing Dubs at some point. AJO remains with no shield, barely any health as well. Great pressure here from Mega.
What?
Trying to shockwave in. This is Mistkin. They've got 2 eliminations, but a player in their box. The edit through. Nice edit on his stairs. And he's just going to shockwave. Oh, no. The shockwave didn't connect all the way through the builds, and that's so unfortunate for him now because he has no more rotation. This player's still on his back, but he's got the edit. Not going to work out for him still. He's still alive, though. He gets away from that player. Ducks into the shield bubble. Good play here from Mistkin. 140 mats remaining. Tifu, meanwhile, still on high ground.
That's right. Loving the reads right here.
You want me to come down to you?
Tifu's doing a good job. Listen to the comms. 70 mats here. Down he goes. He's going to elevate. Descend, just one right there. Does miss the shot. Someone shockwaves for high ground. So high ground is no longer his. He has nothing he can do about it.
I love the instant shield bubble so that high ground can't shoot down on him into his builds.
Great box play right there. He's actually just going to block it out, take it from the storm. He gets no siphon, though. Can he get back to the safe zone? Great boost attempt and misses the boost attempt.
You're good, though. You're good, though.
The Parpy's still up. They still have a chance. Elevate gets a elimination down on mid-ground. Aydan's still up.
Good job for Aydan here, putting out some tactical sub SMG fire. Someone's going to get dropped from the side. It's actually Cease who catches Agalor.
Another
Aydan's
one for that trio.
Chew up the loot.
All the way down on low ground, Aydan just slightly above them. We'll see how this all plays out. There's the final zone. We got a minute 30 until that closes. But it's got a ways to go down south.
Things are popping off. You can see Hunter still in the running here from Team Solari. Catches Courage. Great little read on the zone right there. Aiden's going to find a little nook to sneak around, and that's a crucial map pickup. Just a little more for him.
100 wood, that's huge at this stage in the game. All of a sudden, he's between 3 players. He doesn't want to be here at all.
The tree.
Nice try right there. He is going to get above this opponent. Great shot as he puts someone down, but he could not connect.
And it's just Elevate, I think, against one of the Solary guys. I think one of them might be knocked. So see how this situation is. He's going to be able to get that big pot off, which is huge at this stage of the game. There, Aydan does get that finish. All the way down to low. He gets through the floor. Elevate gets the huge trade on that. I think that's his. He's in zone. He can hold him out. He has enough match.
So close. He hit the shot in the final moments, sneaking through the build and actually connects for the victory. I think it was just a knock, though.
That was huge. That was literally a couple of HP on either side. Could have made the difference. Solary, though, going to take the first win. I'm not sure who it was on their side who was clutching up, but
it was Hunter there that got the final kill, I believe. We can take a look at the final.
I don't know.
What you're
they
saying,
know what just happened. I'm actually confused.
Didn't Solary win?
I'm almost 100% sure he won the exchange
I'm
there.
pretty certain.
We'll see.
I thought we were having a replay right there. I want to know. I got to see it again. That
We
was
saw
nuts.
something on our screen.
what did you see?
I
We saw it say
Hunter.
Yeah.
It said SLY.Hunter.
Right. So what?
Won the game, right?
Oh, why are they getting hyped? They're getting hyped because
they came in second?
Yeah, they got a huge
Okay.
game. That was
Solary did win game number 1, and they are now standing by with Rachel.
Thank you guys so much. Team Solari here, coming up big in our first finals match of the day. You have to play against some of the toughest competitors in Fortnite here today. How did you pull out the win?
We are actually fine. I mean, the key is just playing together, and that's what we did, and we won the game.
You did a great job. Tell me a little bit about Team Solari.
What can I say?
Tell me your sponsors. Tell me why you joined them. Tell me all the great things.
I want to say thanks to the Acer Predator, because they are helping us a lot for everything, like going to the United States and everything like that. So thanks to them, and well, see you to the next game.
All right, gentlemen, I'll let you get back into it because we have 3 more rounds of competition. I'm going to send it back up to the cap.
At the standings and how much money everybody made. This is the prize pool from game 1. This isn't overall. This is game 1. 2 teams won $50,000, which is kind of absurd because they're going to get to do that 3 more times. But I just want to clarify, the team that wins is going to be the team that makes the most money. So the money you make based off of placement and off of eliminations, those are kind of 2 separate prize pools you can earn. That will be the team that wins at the end of the day. Right now, the Solari guys up on top.